What is going on, guys? Today we got a brand new video with the beater Mazda 3. Today we're going to be doing a little exquisite mod that I always do with all my Mazda 3s because it's honestly probably one of my favorite things to do. It always comes out good and it always comes out excellent. We are going to be doing the $20 Amazon LED interior kit for the Mazda 3. Now it's just not LED interior, but you also get license plate LEDs. I think you get a trunk, well, you get trunk, that's interior. I think you get a glove box LED, that's interior. You get everything in this box, or in this thing, so. So without further ado, this is the Extreme Vision LED interior kit in the cool white for the Mazda 3 04 to 09. I'll leave a link in the description where you guys can pick this up for yourselves if you guys would like to do the same thing. We're going to be doing on my 05 Mazda 3. Already done this on pretty much every Mazda I've ever owned. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. It's super straightforward. We're not going to be here that long, so open up the package. So one thing that I actually do want to mention, so when you open this up, you're gonna get a trim popping tool. You probably might need something else, but one thing that I want to mention here is the quality of the LEDs. The reason why this interior kit is so cheap is because these are really cheap LEDs. This whole system, this whole design, if you ever see LEDs in this design, they're cheap, they're really cheap. I would go and get a separate LED for each part of the interior, an actual good one, a quality one if I wasn't so lazy, but I've never really had an issue with these. So the only thing that I would recommend doing is the license plate lights, to get a different bulb for the license plate LEDs. But other than that, these should be fine for your interior. So let's go ahead and check out the old ones because they're actually really gross. So go to the whip. You guys can check this out. Look at those. Those look like they're like orange. They're literally orange. Those aren't even yellow, those are orange, and there's friends in there. There's animals. Look at that. No, that's not a spider. That's like a bee in the corner. So we got to take those guys out because we can't have those. We can't have those in here. So I guess since we're in the car already, we might as well just do this. So your first step to doing this is this is different per year, just so you guys know. I believe this just fucking pops right out somehow. How does this come out? I totally forgot. Let me get my fingers in there and do that. Oh, ow. So I did her. That really hurt my hands. I'm going to unplug this whole module, and because I want to get that, try and get that bug. Aw, he already left. Poor guy. I wonder how long he's been in there for. Since we have this out, I'm gonna show you guys what you gotta do. So this is what it looks like. And this bulb is like actually burnt out. So you guys will have this, you're gonna wanna give this a twist, and this pulls right out. Though both those bulbs are pretty much fried. So what you do next, it's always smart to put gloves on when you guys do this, but what you guys are gonna do is literally just give these a good yank out just like that. As you guys can see, those bulbs are not needed anymore. So now we will go into our interior kit, grab 2 of these ones. And now one thing with LEDs, you got to make sure they are polarity specific, which means the way that you rotate them in, they might not work the first way, which means you have to rotate them to the second way. So this whole thing is really weird. There's a positive and there's, I guess, a negative that kind of sits in there somewhere, or it sits. This is actually kind of a cool design. There's like 2 little tabs that it sits on and connects to. So one thing that I noticed, my car is quite rusty, and inside it's a little rusty too. So some of my connections aren't clean, so I necessarily don't really have anything to clean them up, but if those connections are rusty, I definitely suggest clean those up. So now you can stick your new LED in, and then you have to unfortunately put it in properly in order to figure out if it's gonna work or not. Rotate it in, pop it in, and now we can go test it. So obviously you can get different bulbs, so they don't really look as strange, but technically this should work. Let me go ahead and plug this in. I just tested this out and neither of them worked, so I could rotate both of them. Okay, so I'm having a little technical issues right now, but this one I did get to manage to work. This one's still a little funky. I think it's the connections on the whole twisty thingy. So sorry, this shouldn't be too complicated. Just bear with my technical issues, because I always seem to have issues when I'm showing you guys how to do things. You won't have these problems, I probably swear. Okay, I have both of them working now. This is good. So with that being said, you guys can literally just do this. Okay, that's still a little bunky. And it just goes back in. And look at that. Boom. Like a big ass bee or something in there. That's a gnarly boy, that boy. Check that out. Can you guys see that? Look at that. What kind of creatures are in this one? Okay, so this one's a little more difficult for you guys to see. My camera doesn't like working sometimes, so you guys are gonna have to bear with me. Supposed to be a hook to get in here. So I'm just gonna start jabbing this in here. There should be like okay, there it is. So it's right in the middle, right here. I don't wanna open this because those fucking bugs are gonna go like flying. I'm not looking at the bugs yet. Oh, baby, that is nasty. It's really not bad. They're just really old. Those are majestic creatures. Those are nasty, dude. Those are, they've like faded in color. That's how old they are. I'm curious how they got in there, to be honest. There, maybe I should give it a little wipe. So let's continue with the back one. The back one's a bit more harder. Turn it off so you don't burn yourself. Make sure it's not hot. And then when you're ready, okay, I'm scared. Ooh, boy, okay. Now that that one's out, that's your little halogen bulb. Now we can get our new one. So there is the replacement. A one-way deal. As you guys can see, it's like, you can only put it in one way, but pretty basic, straightforward. Try and push on these two tabs. Make sure it works. Oh, to your liking, and that's how it should look. Go ahead, do this, slide it in, push it in, and voila. Bug free. Okay, I've come to realization this switch is bomb. LED interior kit. Okay guys, so I'm pretty stoked on this. The glove box, it does come with a glove box light. In order to do the glove box light, what you guys need to do, this will be sitting up just like this. You need to pull that trim piece off, which then there are two screws which will be right here for the glove box. Unremove those, open your glove box, and then what you do is kind of grab like right about here and just pull down, and this whole thing will come out, which will then leave you with the light that will be sitting in like this. And what you guys need is quite a small flathead screwdriver, and you have to get there's two sides of these little pins, and you push them in, and you literally just yank this out. This actually turns on with the light. So what I'm gonna throw this in right now. This literally, I put the LED in. Remember, it's polarity specific, so it turns on the light. Check it. Put that back in. Let me go ahead, throw this back together, and we're gonna open this up. Dun, dun, dun. Oh wow, dude. So you can go ahead, put this back in. Now that we're done the interior, we need to go to the trunk, where the trunk is gonna have a light as well that's probably dead, like always. This has been in the back. This is literally an explosion hazard in my car. So let's go in here. We're gonna take the big side and get in here and pop it out. If you guys look up here, this is held in by like these clips, and you got to be careful when you're pushing the light in. This can come out and go into your trunk, and I've sat here for an hour with needle nose pliers trying to get this back, so be careful. Push it in and she's good, and I will not touch that further on. An LED trunk light, and now you guys can see LED trunk light. We're on to the last one, which is the light. It's dirty. So we put on nature's gloves today. So let's get under here. So like I said, these are pretty straightforward. You literally just pop up like these tabs right here, and they come right off. I assume I can probably just yank this one off without even trying, or maybe I might have to try a little bit. So you can rotate this. The bulb pops right out, as you can see. Here is your new bulb, and what I'm gonna do to make sure I can nail this in pretty much one go, I'm gonna go ahead and turn all the lights on so that my license plate light would display. We can plug this in. Okay, that's not gonna work. This side works. And with that being said, all your LED lights are now complete, and like I said, I would definitely suggest getting an actual LED for this. Boom, bada bing, ha ha ha, that looks good. I'm gonna see you guys at nighttime. All right, dudes, we out here in the dark. Y'all ready to see this work of art? Look at that, look at that. It looks good. It's dark out, but it lights it up nicely. Like this is, you you can't see what I'm seeing, but it's a nice upgrade. Turn them on, like everything's lit in here. I can see. Oh, look at that. Yo, that's so bright. That's awesome. You can actually see in there now. So yeah, good job. Well guys, that is the video for the LED interior install. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's great. I love it. I love LEDs and I love being in a modern car that's not modern. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this more in-depth tutorial. I've never done the glove box light and the trunk light. I normally never do. But now you guys know how to do all of it, and we got everything installed in here and it looks great. So without further ado, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more videos with the Mazda 3. Hit that like button, comment down below if you guys have any questions or comments, and turn on post notifications so you know when I upload. Other than that, guys, thank you all for watching. Keep it real. I'll see y'all in the next one.